When the time comes, how do you cope with the loss of a friend? I ask this because these times come inevitably for us all. It's never pleasant, and we are rarely adequately prepared for it. In addition, how we handle this situation will affect not only ourselves, but those who we're losing and those who remain around us. The behavior exhibited by Rainbow Dash in Thanks for the Memories is just such an example of what not to do. When Rainbow Dash learned of Tank's hibernation, she did everything within her power to prevent it. In doing so, she put a lot at risk, including the safety of herself and those around her. Over the top as her actions were, her motivations are rooted in something very understandable. It's normal to want to share what we love with our friends. It's normal to look forward to that. It's normal to be hurt when we realize that it can't come to pass. In fact, attempting to keep your friends around might fall in line with other lessons that I've talked about in the past. However, it's important to consider other factors before you take action. While I can always vouch with trying to keep your friends closer, there are cases in which we have to let them go. In the case of the episode, it was Tank's hibernation. But how does that apply to the real world? Simple. How many of those listening have had a friend that joined the military, attended a faraway college, acquired an out-of-state job, or got married? These are just the most common examples that I could think of. Just as Tank needs to hibernate in order to be healthy, sometimes those we love need to go away for a little while so that they can lead healthy and fulfilled lives. Holding them back will only cause them pain. There is also a great deal of self-reflection involved in the need to let our friends go. Taking Rainbow Dash and Tank as an example, Tank is a slow, flightless reptile that lives in the sky with a hyperactive speedster. Although they care for each other a great deal, the very concept of this friendship carries compatibility issues that are bound to arise. In doing what's best for those that we care about, we should also practice removing our egos and asking ourselves if we are truly what's best for our friends. Even if we care a great deal for each other, letting each other go for a time may be the best way to prevent our opposing lifestyles from causing harm. It's here that the old phrase, "if you love something, you'll set it free," is applied at its very best. Can it be said that you truly love someone or something if you're more willing to cause them pain than let them go? I know I've drawn this parallel before in more overtly destructive contexts, but this is nonetheless a form of selfishness, which is destructive, and love in its true form cannot exist in such selfishness. So if you love something, set it free. Let your friends go to where they need to go and do what they need to do in order to create better lives for themselves. If that love is reciprocated, they will return. Granted, there is a chance that they may not return. It would be dishonest of me to not acknowledge that possibility, and it would be foolish of you to not make peace with it as well. As I said earlier, that lack of preparation is what causes this type of loss to be the most painful, and may lead us to destroying our world out of grief. This is where we have to take charge of our actions. By never taking for granted a single moment with those you love, you will have nothing but great memories to cherish in the time that they're away. Even if you never see them again, you can take solace in the knowledge that they are in a better place, as well as in the memories that you've made with them. If and when they return, you'll go back to sharing that time together as if they were never gone in the first place. I highly encourage everyone listening to start preparing in this way if they haven't already. When you're done watching this video, think of a few people within your lives that you care for deeply but don't always express it to. Reach out to them, remind them of your favorite shared memory, and let them know what they mean to you. Then, continue by following the previously mentioned steps. It's normal to feel grief from those that we love going away. Losing a piece of yourself is hard, so be sure to prepare by making the most out of each moment you have with those around you. Then, when the time comes, open up to your friends and lean on them for support as you move through that grief. Keep your actions in check, and remember to cherish the time that you had with those you've lost and look forward to sharing that time again. Through this, losing a friend won't have to hurt as much. Thus, we can prevent ourselves from destroying the world around us in a vain attempt to keep ourselves from losing what we love. If you never forget what your friends have done for you, you will never lose them. And that's the moral of the story. If you have something you would like to see discussed or reviewed, you can drop your suggestions by following BrawnyBuck on Tumblr or sending an email to bronydebates@gmail.com. This video has been brought to you with the assistance and support of MechUser23, who wants you to know that Jerry P isn't a nice person, as well as Irish John, Corpulent Brony, Swift Yuki, Countess Marie Rose, Halfling Pony, and Anna Madsen. Please be sure to check out their content linked in the description and thank them for all their hard work. Feel free to check out my Patreon to see how you can support my channel and what you'll get in return. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from all of you soon.